Hey everyone, it's Aldo at Kixie. So I'd like to show you how you can take your online lead submission forms and send them to Kixie's PowerList and Kixie's Team SMS using Zapier. So I already have a Zap opened up, so let's just jump right in and I'll walk you through it. I am using JotForm for my online form, but you can use pretty much any form with the Zapier integration. And let's take a look at some of the data that I'm collecting. So you can see some pretty basic info here like name, email address, phone number, and I'm also collecting job title and company name. But you'll notice that I've also asked an open-ended question like, what are your goals? And I can receive a free text response here. And I want to show you not only how I can send these new leads into Kixie's PowerList, but how I can map some of that additional info to different sections of PowerList where the data will be easily accessible and visible to your team of agents as they're making these phone calls. And so this will give them a little bit more context as to what the call is about. And just a quick reminder that PowerList allows your team of reps to dial 1 to 10 phone numbers at a time and continuously dial your prospects until they manage to get a hold of them and have a conversation. And so let's look at how I map all this data. I select which PowerList I want to send the calls to, and then I start mapping. So I send the phone number to the phone number field, and the name to the name field, and job title to the title field, and company name, and so forth. But I really want to highlight the next call refresher field. So the next call refresher is a place where your agents can write notes, and those notes will be saved for the next phone call within that PowerList session. So that way, when you dial that lead for the third time, you can see the notes that were left by the previous rep during the conversation that happened after the second phone call. But what's cool is that we can even populate those notes for the very first dial. So I can actually map over the response they gave me for what their goals are and have that already be available in the next call refresher. And you'll notice that I also kind of hard coded like the leads goals here. So it's leads goals and then whatever the response was. And I can also do things like hard code the lead source. So I can just put JotForm lead submission right here. And that way they'll know kind of where the lead came from. And then I can keep mapping data like what CRM are you using. I could do CRM is spreadsheets. Great. And so once leads come through, here's how that'll look on the PowerList dialer when you're doing those PowerList calls. You can see all of my data from over here that I plugged in is now mapped into the Kixie PowerList. And like I said, my agents can dial 1 to 10 phone numbers at a time with all of this information readily available. And here's where the next call refresher goes. So if they want to add more to these notes during the next conversation, they're able to do so right here. And finally, we can also send them a team SMS. And I want to quickly remind everyone of what the difference between a team SMS is versus a direct SMS from an agent. You're able to send both automatically. However, sending a team SMS means that your entire team will have eyes on the responses from the leads. So if you send an auto text message out right away and they happen to respond to that text message, it means that the next available agent on that team will see that message come through and they can go ahead and respond immediately. And here's where that is on the dialer. I don't need PowerList open right now. I can go over to my SMS, and you'll see that I have my SMS, which are my personal conversations, and then also team SMS, where the entire team is able to sort of access one shared inbox and continue the conversation with the lead from right here. And so this is a pretty easy way to send your online form submissions to Kixie's PowerList and to Kixie's Team SMS. If you have any questions, please let me know, and stay tuned for more use cases. Thanks.